What do we have for Pisces? Nine of Cups, Pisces, that is your energy at the foundation of the reading. Pisces, something has taken place. You confided in some individuals, or you just felt you needed to get something off your chest in regards to an event that happened to you. And I feel that you were judged by these individuals. It's almost like somebody didn't believe you. Could be more than one person as well. And it caused you to alienate yourself from this group of people. Now, this can very much be family members that you tried to talk to about some things that took place. And rather than look into it a little bit deeper, I feel that they distanced themselves from you. Now, what I'm getting here from these individuals is very much an energy of them being completely consumed by living in the everyday grind of life inside this matrix, you being on a completely different path where you just perceive things differently. I feel that I'm picking up on a very large group of Pisces that are in your North Node. You feel very spiritually awakened. You feel like you're walking your path. So as you know, you're no stranger to feeling like a black sheep. You know that to walk this path, you have to be a black sheep. That's the suit that you must wear. There's a lot of ridicule that you'll be subjected to. There's a lot of judgment that people will try and make on you. And with all of this comes a sense of alienation. But as you've been walking this path, Pisces, you've become much stronger. These things don't really affect you anymore. But the reason why this energy is coming up is because whatever's taken place, Pisces, is now actually beginning to come to light. There's little pieces of information that are leaking out. And those that didn't believe you, so to speak, or didn't dig deeper, are going to start seeing the actual truth. I feel that these individuals don't know how to feel about this now, because what happened to you, I feel, was far outside the realms of anything that these individuals could have even possibly ever imagined. Something very diabolical took place, Pisces. I feel that some individuals grouped up against you to try and take something from you, or to try and use you to gain something for themselves. So what does that mean? Well, either you have something that they felt entitled to and they wanted to take it from you somehow, or by doing something to you, they were going to gain something from you. Nine of Cups at the foundation of this reading is giving me this very greedy kind of energy. It's an energy of looking for some kind of quick result. And see how this chubby little girl here is eating something while watching these little boys play. It's almost like she's jealous of something, right? And shoving her face full of food. I feel like this energy here is the energy that came for you. I'm picking up an energy of a sibling, a family member that did something very dark to you. It could also be a friend. It could be a coworker as well. So take it as it fits, okay? Don't force anything to fit. What do we have at the sacral, please? Six of Wands, Leo energy at the sacral. Yeah, you've been having some sort of victory in your life, Pisces, or you're preparing to. And I feel that there's somebody who's been clocking your movements. It's like they can sense that you're about to have some sort of level up in your life. And they're trying to do whatever they can to stifle this for you. And I feel that this energy here is the energy that you told other people about, that people either didn't believe you or maybe they just couldn't be bothered, something like this. But all the while, you've just been pushing forward in power here, and this energy has not gone away. The energy I'm picking up that won't leave you alone is incredibly diabolical. I'm picking up somebody here who has a very sick mind, but this person has become entangled in their own web of pathological lying that they're starting to expose themselves. It's like this person here wanted so desperately for you to give up or fail at something. Heavy evil eye energy here. I feel that there's a deep level of hatred that this person has for you for absolutely no reason. It's like they hate you just for breathing, just for existing. You know, the example I'm getting here, and again, don't force this to fit if it's not your story, okay? It's like having an older sibling, and when you're born, because the attention is now divided between you and them, they resent you for it. And this carries right through until present day. And this person has watched you succeed in areas of your life where they haven't been able to. But it just goes to show that the reason for their lack of success is partially due to the fact that they've been so focused on yours. And from an energetic standpoint, what else would you expect? You're not putting energy into your own success. You're putting it into somebody else's. Whether you're projecting hate or support, you're still giving that other individual your energy. And if your hate is coming from a place of wickedness, the universe is going to help that individual transmute it into even more success. Pisces, I feel that this person was brought onto your path for a reason, and vice versa. There's something about this person that the universe needs exposed. There's something that must come to the light to restore balance. For some of you, this could even be a childhood friend, somebody you grew up with for a very long time. You developed, you started to succeed, you started to build a life, and it's like they've held on to the same behavioral patterns. They really never even grew up. I think we all know people like this. For some of you, this person never even left home, still living with their parents as adults. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that if that's what you do. Everything is circumstantial, but this particular situation with this individual is by no means healthy. It's like an energy of still living off of your parents when you're a fully grown adult in your 30s, 40s, maybe even older. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Wow. Three of Swords, Libra energy at the solar plexus. This Three of Swords is so interesting because we see these people walking away, right? It's like people are getting on with their life, but this person is still trapped underneath this dark cloud, still holding on to some sort of heartbreak, right? This person is obviously very unhealed here, and rather than focusing on healing themselves, which we all have to do, typically speaking, we just go through our childhood, and as we get older, we start to realize that we're in fact very broken, that there's things about us that need healing because we've been on such a rough path. We've all been through some level of trauma, and we all need to heal. But there's no accountability with this person. 963. Pisces, I feel like you have something to share. There's something that you're meant to teach. It's all connected to your purpose. Could have to do with this person or these people or this situation. I truly believe that all struggles that we go through in our life and overcome can be used to catapult us into some level of success, into a level of purpose. It's wisdom gained. It's something that has been bestowed upon you by the universe. Personally speaking, this is something that I've really gotten good at. Anytime I'm faced with the struggle, anytime I'm faced with something that isn't very desirable, so to speak, I'm able to wrap my mind around it and extract something useful. A basic example of this is doing tarot. The struggles I go through in my own life give me more examples that I can draw upon to extract messages and to help all of you. So in saying that, Pisces, I would highly encourage you to reframe your mindset around your struggles. Reframe your mindset around heartbreak, people that have let you down, things that have happened to you on your path. Because I promise you, if you can do this, which takes strength, it takes focus, takes determination, but if you can do this, you will emerge with something very useful that you can use on your path to help others and to further elevate yourself toward your destiny. Three of Swords at the solar plexus. This is also speaking very clearly about somebody who's empowering themselves based on the struggle of their past. You're empowering yourself on the attacks that they used against you. And that saying, it's no fun when the rabbit has got the gun. You being the rabbit, and this sense of empowerment essentially being the gun. You're using the devil's tricks against him. Now, these events that took place here, this person or whatever this is, these are all just extensions of the devil. It's extensions of a dark energy that falls under that demonic umbrella. There's many different levels to this. It's just a way of categorizing the energy. It's a form of resistance that came up against you in your life to create stagnation and delays for you on your path. And when you look at it from a universal perspective and you take away the identity, right? of who these people may be in your life. You just look at the energy. It allows you to start moving in a more deliberate fashion. It allows you to disassociate yourself from the simulation that we all live in. It allows you to overcome all these minute details in our everyday waking lives that are really just distractions from our intended destination, which we all have. We all have a destination in this lifetime, every single one of us. We are all meant to be in certain places at certain times. There's no way of measuring this, obviously. There's no way of determining what that may be. But what you can determine is what your intuition is trying to tell you at all times. Your intuition is what's going to allow you to hit these benchmarks on your path, so to speak. That's why so much distraction comes into our life to block our higher guidance and intuition. What do we have at the heart, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart, please? Unbelievable. This literally followed what I just said. High Priestess in reverse at the heart. The High Priestess is the card of intuition. It's the card of your higher guidance. In reverse, it's confirming what I just said. They're trying to block your higher guidance. They don't want you to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Our environments are filled with nothing but blockages and distractions everywhere we go, everything we consume. Everything is working in incremental fashion to stop us from receiving our higher guidance, so we're not in these allocated positions in our own universe, in our own reality, when the universe calls upon us. So how do you go about assuring that you're showing up when the universe needs you? Well, you can start, Pisces, by understanding frequency and how frequency affects your vibration and how your vibration determines what your reality looks like, because your vibration has a direct effect on your mind and the way you input information and output information. So, where do we start? Well, you start with your environment, Pisces. The people in your environment. Number one, who is bringing you down? Who is creating drag in your energy? Who is not doing any work to better their life and circumstances? These people, they're dead weight and they must go. Friends, family, siblings, whoever it is, it's you or them. And until you start understanding this, you will remain stuck with them. You cannot help them. All you can do is create an example. Hopefully they pick up on it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to them and their connection with Source. In fact, you allowing these individuals to stay in your energy is a form of enabling. Number two, once you take care of the things in your environment that may be creating energetic drag, you want to start addressing behavioral patterns that you may have been implementing into your life based on your surroundings, which we all have. There's not a single one of us on this planet right now that couldn't do a little better. Humans are imperfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human. Probably the closest you're going to get to this is a monk that sits inside a temple and prays for their entire waking life. But that's not our life path. That's not where we're at, Pisces. Our purpose is inside the simulation, inside the matrix. We're creating a disruption from within the system. That's what you're here for. There's too many people that need to be awakened from this simulation, and the only effective way to do it is by getting on your own path and showing people what they are missing out on. Proving people wrong. This is what this is all about. This entire energy here is you proving people wrong. And unfortunately, most people won't give you kudos for this or take accountability. They would much rather you just fail. For some reason, people just don't like taking responsibility for themselves. Sure, nobody likes being wrong about something, but it shows a tremendous amount of character and moral fiber when you can actually admit when you're wrong. It's a huge character trait that unfortunately not a lot of people have these days, which is why we're living in a world that's seemingly on the brink of chaos at all times. When you go back to the source, it's all having to do with ego, narcissism, people that are power hungry and get off on trying to dominate other individuals. There's a lot of jealousy that I'm getting in this spread here, Pisces, especially with this High Priestess at the heart in reverse. Also getting energy of gaslighting here. See, when people can't get what they want from you, they're going to go for your mentals. It's like they want you to question the constructs of your mind. And when multiple people come at you with the same attack, it can be very challenging. They may even get you to question yourself. Just really depends where you are in your path. Sometimes when you get onto a path of enlightenment, when you're somebody who uses their intuition to navigate yourself in your everyday waking life, you start to feel like your mind is going haywire. But this is all a result of you breaking out of a kind of conditioning. See, they want you to think that it's a form of mental instability. Some may even say psychosis. But as you travel further down that path, Pisces, you keep the faith and that deep knowing, you start to materialize a reality that is a direct reflection on that connection that you have with Source. So now it's undeniable that you are, in fact, being guided by something far beyond what these individuals can even conceive. But it takes tremendous faith and hope to do this. I'm seeing the Fool card in my mind's eye right now, which is card 0 in the tarot, right? It's the individual getting ready to step off the edge of a cliff. It's like an energy of stepping out on faith. That's really what that energy is. A lot of you are actually being guided to take that leap of faith right now. That leap of faith, I mean, that's what the whole entire tarot is based on, the Fool's journey. And the tarot is all of the different steps, all of the different energies that we come in contact with on the path. This is why tarot and spiritual awakening go hand in hand. Because if you learn how to use the tarot properly, you study the cards, you understand it, they can be the keys to help you awaken to your path. It just happens to work with this reality we're currently living in. What do we have at the throat? Oh, 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. At the throat. Wow. It's like there they are back there, right? Peeking. What's Pisces doing now? Pisces walking away. Closing out this cycle. 10 of Swords. Bringing an ending. Wow, Pisces look so powerful, like they've really stepped into their own here. You have a lot of eyes on you, Pisces. See, what individuals are starting to realize now is that you were always telling the truth. It may have been presented in a way that was unbelievable or hard to understand, but it's universal law that this is to be cleared up and rebalanced. Whether it's happening now or it's going to happen in the future, it's showing up in the energy here today. People are going to see you for who you truly are, Pisces. Not that I feel it matters to you so much, but it's important for people to see and understand the path that you've had to walk to get to where you are. It's a part of their experience too. These things have a way of planting seeds in people's psyches, and we just don't know how that may grow. So in saying that, Pisces, you are a vessel. The divine is utilizing you on your path. This is what this is all about. Everything is working in tandem with the divine's will for your life. When you start to get a basic understanding of this, I say basic because it goes so deep. I could channel on this for so long and not even scratch the surface. But when you get this basic understanding of what's going on here, you will start to feel a sense of purpose flood through in your life. See, unfortunately, we live in a reality, we live in a world where other humans that are part of this dark force, right, under that umbrella of the devil, so to speak, don't want other humans to think that we're here for an important reason, but it's just not the case. Each and every one of us is here, and each and every one of us is a thread in the fabric of evolution. Now it's up to us, because of our free will while we are here, to extract a story out of it. I'm somebody who thinks that everybody has a story. I also believe that most people probably have a really interesting story. It's just a matter of presenting it correctly. It's just a matter of making it palatable. So what is your story, Pisces? What does your path look like? Where has the focus mainly been? What's been highlighted, do you feel, on your path? What do your struggles look like? How do you think the universe perceives you? If you shifted your consciousness or vantage point into the eyes of God, what would God see? What do we have at the third eye, please? 3 of Wands, Aries energy at the third eye. It's 10 of Swords at the throat. I'm getting a lot of betrayal here. I'm also getting energy where you were purposely made a victim. And there's an energy here of an individual or individuals backstabbing you. It's like somebody tried to create some sort of ending in your life. like a rock bottom. It's like these people wanted to see you on the bottom. And given that it's coming in at the throat, there's something around communication and the way that they're hiding back there behind the bushes, right? And those 10 swords are going right through all of them, which is directing, focusing the energy on them. There's also an energy here of them not knowing about what you know about what they may have done. So they're watching from a distance. They're watching from afar. This Three of Wands, Aries energy at the third eye, is speaking about the path you're on or the path you're preparing to step onto. It's an energy of pursuing the unknown, exactly what I was saying in regards to the divine opening up a door for you or guiding you in a particular direction. There's a major opportunity opening up for you here, Pisces. I feel it in the energy. But this is requiring you taking this path alone. You can't take people with you. It just won't be made available to you in the capacity as it would if you were taking the path alone. No dead weight. I also feel that because you are preparing to go in this direction, Pisces, there's individuals now trying to get back in your energy. People trying to switch sides. People trying to disassociate themselves from groups of individuals that may have come against you. But it's far too late for this, Pisces. Some of you are so far removed from these people that there's absolutely not even any chance of this. It's just not even in the cards. No pun intended, but I certainly do not see it in the cards here. No matter how sorry that these individuals may say they are, or no matter how much growth they say they have done on their own path, it's out of your hands now. You cannot risk everything that you have worked for. And I'm starting to think about the singer Selena that was killed by the president of her fan club, Yolanda, right? It's something similar to this, okay? It's like making somebody a part of your future that formed weapons against you in the past, and them using words to soften you up, right? Have mercy for me, please. God would want it this way, okay? And I really feel the need to say as well that for some of these people, God don't know them, okay? They turn their back on God. These kinds of people are the worst because they're the ones that God worked overtime trying to wake up. And now, after they form these weapons against you and their world starts crumbling around them, they're on their hands and knees, claiming themselves as one of God's. And based on the energy I'm getting here, these people are no longer one of God's. They are agents of the underworld. They're devils. What do we have at the crown, please? And there is that fool right there at the crown. And this is the before tarot, so it shows us the illustrations before the events take place. So this is right before you're preparing to take this leap of faith. Card 0. Okay, so this is only confirming and putting more strength behind this message here for you, Pisces, okay? I feel this very slow, kind of stuck energy. I just feel that a lot of you are dealing with situations right now that are going all in. There's just something here that is trying to stop you from taking this leap of faith here. It's like this is a ramping up energy here. Here you are, right? Leaving it behind, walking away. You've driven the swords through these people, these situations, metaphorically speaking. It just means you've put an end, right? Don't speak. I don't want to hear what you have to say. That kind of energy. And you turn and you walk away. You don't give these energies an audience. You don't even bless them with your presence anymore. You remove yourself. And then here you are, Three of Wands. You're planning, right? The falcon or the eagle, it's representing a rising. It represents a transformation. It represents flight. And then the fool, right on the precipice of taking the leap of faith. You're just picking that little flower, right? Right before you step through the doorway, so to speak. What do we have at the foundation, please? Four of Swords, Simius, Libra energy at the foundation. This individual, Pisces, this greedy person, right? Who's been, I just heard pocket watching, okay? Is trying to devise a way to get back in your energy. This person is trying to slow you down. There's something about this individual's energy as well that makes you feel very tired and burned out. Their energy is very heavy. You just communicating with this person creates delay and stagnation on your path. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm hearing something about this person's chakra system. When you twist the chakras, an individual is now functioning out of the 7 deadly sins. Each chakra is represented by a high demon, and each one of those high demons has legions of other demons that work in tandem with them to possess an individual through behavioral patterns. This person here is under deep demonic possession. I'm hearing something about the Leviathan spirit as well. Leviathan is the demon lord of envy. You have to understand, Pisces, that when people hold these kinds of behavioral patterns, these forms of possession, it is their mission to take others down with them. It's their mission to drag other people to hell. That's why it's absolutely crucial that you distance yourself from people like this. You don't communicate with them. You don't even look at them, Pisces. This Four of Swords, too, always feels so heavy because, as we can see, this individual here is wearing this heavy chainmail. They're slouching over and they're sitting on this horse. It just gives me this very slow, very restricted, imprisoned kind of energy. And that Four of Swords is an energy of slow movement. What do we have at the sacral, please? Strength, Vine, Leo energy at the sacral. For a group of you individuals out there, you're preparing to step on this path and you're trying to overcome your own lack of confidence and self-doubt. And there's something about this energy here that is trying to double down. It's like they're trying to exacerbate your own insecurities to stop you from going in this direction, right? So this can show up as somebody saying, yeah, I don't think that's for you. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Get away from anybody like this, Pisces, okay? And unfortunately, this is going to be people really close to you, people that some of you actually look to for advice, guidance, for some validation, which can speak about how close they are to you. But I've never heard of an individual carving somebody like this out of their life and it not working out for them. Never. Because to get to the point of actually cutting somebody out of your life, certain events take place. Something happens. It's a deep feeling. It takes a lot of courage to do that. I'm also hearing something about some of you looking back on some people in your past, maybe that you've dated or old friends, and you're starting to see how their life is developing and you're realizing you dodged a bullet. I actually had that same feeling recently, having a review of some people in my past and just completely beside myself of what their lives have turned into, and just having this overwhelming sense of gratitude for not being a part of it. When the universe is guiding you in a certain direction, Pisces, there is no mistake there. I absolutely promise you, Pisces, that when you get on this path, you'll start to understand exactly what I mean. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Queen of Wands, Paimon, Aries, Leo, Sag energy at the solar plexus. I'm feeling this energy of exposure again. It's like the more you start to disengage from these energies, the more you start to see the truth surrounding who they actually are. I also just heard if you give somebody enough rope, they'll hang themselves. Okay, so I feel that somebody has either incriminated themselves or is going to incriminate themselves, right? It's like somebody returning to the scene of the crime and leaving a trace of themselves there. You know what it's like, Pisces? It's like you receiving a ransom letter, and on the back of the ransom letter is the person's letterhead, or their return address is right there on the envelope. Something absolutely moronic is what I'm picking up here. This really speaks about this person's mental faculties. They're so entangled in their own lies that they can no longer keep up or hold the facade in place. It's all crumbling. And their mind is so outrageously scattered and just full of hate that this vengeful, mean-spirited, aggressive actions that they're taking towards you is on display for everybody to see. They've got nothing left. They've lost all their footing. What do we have at the heart, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart? Oh, wow. Six of Pentacles. Amy, Taurus energy, rage, this energy of coveting. It's an energy of envy. Exactly what I've been saying. It's just reiterating the message. This person's losing everything. I feel like this person's in a lot of debt. I also feel like they've completely exhausted. I'm hearing all streams of revenue. It's like they have nothing. They're completely out of options. And I also feel that this person is feeling cheated by life. It's like they're watching you succeed and it's completely consuming them. This person is where they are based on their own poor decision making. They chose this path. You got away. You turned things around. However that resonates for you. And they're actually mad at you for that. You know, Pisces, I feel like when you weren't on your path yet and you saw other people succeeding, you were happy for people. You supported people. You never have acted the way this person is acting towards you, towards another. It's not even in your makeup. It's like this person is your evil nemesis. They want to be you so badly. They want what you have. I feel like if this person could switch lives with you, they would, in a heartbeat. It's this kind of individual. This person, sadly, completely hates themselves, despises the reflection that stares back at them in the mirror. But that all has to do with the demons that have taken up residency with them. I feel like this person was trying to play God. I feel like this person thought they were invincible. This judgment is very slow and arduous in this person's life. This is not something that will happen quickly. Although this... Whoa, I'm getting a lot of ringing in my ears right now. I was going to say, although this path that they are on is very dark, I do feel that it's something that will not end in this life cycle. It's like they've aligned themselves with a timeline where their destiny is perpetual darkness, stagnation. I'm hearing it's the opposite of evolution, right? I mentioned that you are a fiber in the fabric of evolution. This person is the complete opposite. They went against evolution. They wanted to build the reality of their own darkness and hate, and they expected everybody else to come along for the ride. EIL, mental force. This is the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the heart. Pisces, you're aligning with your purpose as a means to fulfill your destiny. You are very much collaborating with the universe right now. I just heard you are a teacher of the universe. I feel that this just really speaks about what I mentioned in regards to being in your allocated position. It's like you function inside of a certain energy, inside of a certain space or vibration that is actually in alignment with the divine's will for your life. Like, think about that. The divine has a plan for each one of us. Now, imagine if we do our absolute best to try and hit that target. Just imagine how your life can flourish. Imagine what you would have access to. Are you willing to try and hit that target? Or are you just going to stand on the sidelines and watch other people do it? I already have my answer. I just wanted you to hear me say that, Pisces. And I know exactly where you stand. This energy right here is telling me you're going for it. You are not going to reduce yourself to being somebody who stands on the sidelines. You're not going to be a supporting character in the story of your own life. You're going to be somebody who blazes a trail and sets a perfect example by which other people can follow. What do we have at the throat, please? Hangman. Pisces, that is your energy. Nishael. At the throat. The only God. Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. And it's right underneath that Ten of Swords, right? So that energy back there, those people peeking at you, right, are representing the liars, the evil spells, the bad spirits. And this hangman is you gaining this perspective now, understanding everything that we're channeling through for you here. It's you letting go of any sort of dead weight that wants to keep you in a place of suspension, place of restriction. No, no more. It's time to take all this wisdom, all this experience, no longer agreeing to sacrificing yourself, to minimizing yourself for the happiness of another, because you don't want to accept who these individuals really are. Acceptance is the first step, Pisces. Accepting the actual truth, taking this unique perspective over your life through the eyes of God as a means to gain understanding, to push forward on your path. What do we have at the third eye, please? Four of Wands, Aries energy right underneath that Three of Wands at the third eye. Ahasia, God the Savior. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. I just heard resistance, chaos, drama is not a part of this new path, Pisces. This is all going to start becoming a part of your past. And I feel that this really just speaks about what we mentioned in regards to clearing up your environment, right? Of the low vibrational, toxic people that are creating drag inside your energy. It's like you gain this perspective on the other side of all this. You start to see things in a way that you haven't seen them before. There's a lot of harmony on this path for you, Pisces, but it's well-deserved after everything you've been through. You understand now that you don't need to put up with this. You understand that to stay inside the cycle is you living in your south node, right? High Priestess in reverse, which is your energy. You are the High Priestess. But in reverse, it's like you're in your shadow. You're in your south node. That's the requirement for having these individuals, this situation, whatever it is, a part of your life. You're not allowed to be this awakened, enlightened person on your path. They will never support this. And they were never meant to. I mean, this imagery here has black sheep written all over it, right? You're going your own way. You're leaving all of them behind. What do we have at the crown to close out for Pisces, please? Ah, perfect. Six of Pentacles. Aladia, Taurus energy at the crown. The favorable God. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. So we have Six of Pentacles in its positive polarity, Six of Pentacles in its negative polarity. All right, so you disengage from this greedy, envious energy that feels cheated out of life based on your success. And you put your focus to God. You put your focus to your path, your purpose, which starts bringing through prosperity and support. You know, Pisces, it really is not rocket science. When you start to take on this mindset and you start to function inside of this space, the problems of your past quickly start to melt away. You're embraced by the universe. You are surrounded by abundance because you're functioning inside of that allocated space. You hit the target, right? It's like ding, 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 ding. Jackpot. And because you're in that space, the universe, the divine, God, can get blessings, support, abundance to you with ease. That is the access point for your spiritual inheritance. Pisces, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Pisces. Take care.